I got called out on a street interview, so I taught them a lesson. It was a Sunday afternoon, and my girlfriend and I were walking back from brunch. I had a stomach full of overpriced waffles and just wanted to go home and nap, but suddenly this girl with dyed pink hair and a fuzzy mic jumped in front of us and said, "Hey, quick interview for TikTok?" Before I could say anything, my girlfriend lit up and said yes. She immediately fixed her hair, reapplied her lip gloss, and whispered to me, "This is going to be so fun." I rolled my eyes but shrugged. Whatever, 2 minutes and we'd be done. The interviewer asked for our names, how long we'd been dating, basic stuff. Then she hit my girlfriend with, "Is your boyfriend your ideal type?" And my girl didn't even blink. She laughed and said, not exactly." I looked at her. "Wait, what?" I actually said that out loud. She glanced at me like I was being dramatic and said, "Don't look so shocked, babe. I'm just being real." Then like she was reading from a damn grocery list, she described her ideal guy. Over 6 feet tall, chiseled jaw, sleeve tattoos, gym rat, and of course, someone with a 6-figure income. Mind you, I'm 5'9", average build, no tattoos, and working a decent IT job making just enough to cover our rent and her weekly nail appointments. The interviewer laughed and said, "Ooh, so your boyfriend's not it?" My girlfriend just smiled, like she was proud of humiliating me. Then the interviewer turned to me and asked, "So, what about you? Is she your type?" That's when I snapped. I stared into the camera and said, "Actually, no, not even close." My girlfriend's smile dropped instantly. I went on, calmly but loud enough so she could hear every word. "I've always wanted a girl who doesn't make everything about Instagram. Someone who doesn't spend 3 hours getting ready to go to Target. Someone who listens when I talk about work without changing the subject to influencers she follows." Her jaw tightened, and the interviewer just stood there wide-eyed. I continued, "I like girls who read books, who don't treat money like a personality trait, and who don't think spoiling me means buying me something with my own credit card." She finally cut in, "What the hell is your problem?" I said, "My problem is that for 2 years I've been your backup plan while you wait for some imaginary six-pack millionaire to rescue you. But sure, I'm the one who's not your type." She stepped away from the camera and hissed, "I can't believe you're doing this to me. On camera." "Oh, you mean like you did 30 seconds ago?" She looked like she was going to cry, but I didn't care anymore. This wasn't about revenge. It was about truth. The interviewer started to wrap up, sensing it got too real, but I stepped forward. "One last thing," I said. "If any guy watching this is her type, rich, tatted gym bro, you better have a platinum card and zero expectations of emotional depth." That's when she really lost it. She turned to the camera crew and screamed, "Don't post this. I swear to God, if I see this on TikTok, I'll sue." The camera guy didn't say anything, just gave a look that said, "We've heard that before." We left in silence. She didn't say a word the entire walk home. I unlocked the door to our apartment, grabbed 2 trash bags, and said, "Start packing your stuff." She looked at me like I was bluffing. "Are you serious?" "Dead serious." She tried playing the victim. "You're seriously going to throw away 2 years over one little joke?" "Yeah," I said, "because I just realized you've been laughing at me this whole time." She didn't even fight back after that, just started crying and throwing her makeup and skincare into bags. By the next morning, she was gone. Now here's where it gets wild. 3 days later, the video did go viral. Over 12 million views in less than a week. Comment sections were savage. People calling her a gold digger, saying she embarrassed herself more than she embarrassed me. Some even recognized her from her small influencer account and started unfollowing in droves. She messaged me a few days later with a half apology, said she was just playing along for the camera and that I should have known it wasn't serious. I left her on red. Then I stitched the video with a clip of me in my new apartment saying, "Not her type? That's cool. I'll let the algorithm decide who is." And apparently, the algorithm did its thing, because a few weeks later, a girl DM'd me with, "Hey, just saw your video. You deserve better." Also, I read actual books. So yeah, I got called out on a street interview and I taught them a lesson. Not by yelling, not by fighting, just by showing the world who she really was, and finally remembering who I was.